Hi there, and welcome to the second section of this course, and it's called Designing SPFx based Project. In this section, we will learn how to provision the SPFx project, and this time we will going to take it a notch further by addressing how we can incorporate any custom Sharepoint elements, such as side columns or lists, alongside our web part code. We will also take a look at how we can add the patterns and practices framework support into our SPFx project. This will make our life easier. We will finish the section with a sample Knockout.js client web part application. The first video of this section is called Provisioning a Project, and in this video we'll walk you through the steps needed to start working on a proper SharePoint framework project. And we will learn how to add assets, meaning SharePoint building blocks, as part of our package. Let's get started. Well, first things first, UML scaffolding will be the initial step in every project that you will be willing to do via the SharePoint framework. There is no getting around that, and we just as well might start with typing the needed command into our console window. We can define a certain feature of SharePoint framework, which is akin to standard features in the feature framework of SharePoint server-side development, and it operates on the same kind of XML schema files as the previous add-in and server-side object model frameworks. So usually we have two files, elements.xml and schema.xml. The first one we use to define columns and content types and list instances, and the second one is used to contain list schemas. You can find more details on the reference on the feature schema in this link, which will link you through to the Microsoft MSDN page. When your elements.xml and schema.xml files are done, there is one more step that you must do, and it is alter the package solution.json file and include a JSON element which describes the feature containing our elements.xml and schema.xml files. In this way, those files will be included as part of the package solution when we come to the packaging solution bit. Let us take a look at how this pans out in the demo. First, I have created an empty SharePoint framework project in the SPFx with assets directory. We can open up the code editor now. So the first thing you notice is that your solution, if it's completely empty and just scaffolded by EOMan, will not contain this SharePoint folder. And I have added the folder and the assets folder inside of it, containing the elements and schema files. Elements file contains the side column definitions alongside with content type definitions and list instance definitions. And schema contains two list schemas. And now the only thing left to change is to go to package solution.json and after the version add this following bit. Assign a unique GUID here, give it a title, a description, version, and point to the collections of elements and schema files. Here is where we can also specify how our solution will be called. This has been it for the current video, and in the next one we'll talk a little bit about patterns and practices initiative in general, and then focus on how we can add PnP libraries to our SPFx project, and also make the code workable. See you then, bye bye!